So what's the best photo book to showcase your work or use for unused photos? In this video, we'll be talking about Artifact Uprising's hardcover and softcover photo books. So
let's get it.
Hey, what's up? I'm Omar and I have my wife with me.
I'm Amanda.
And this channel is all about all things photography. So if that interests you, and this is Rebel, consider subscribing. And make sure to check out the links in the description for all things we're talking about here. And if we miss anything too, you can just make sure to check it out in the description below. So before we get into the video, I want to talk about what is Artifact Uprising. Artifactuprising.com is a website that takes your photos and offers photo books, prints, cards, wall art, and gifts, all done at very, very high quality. So earlier this year, I wanted to surprise Amanda and kind of do something with our photos that we had of us. You know, like typically we'll, do photo shoots and Amanda will take it upon herself to print photos to put around the house and frame it, more or less. But those are like onesie, twosie pictures. And so I just kind of wanted to like clear our slate of photo sessions that we've had. And we've had our engagement,
our wedding.
We did a Christmas card shoot and then a New Year's card shoot.
And a Valentine's Day shoot.
So we've had like a few sessions and more than just posting it on social media and then Which is great. Post your good photos on social media. I wanted to kind of just clean the slate and we've been married for 4 years now, which is awesome. Ayo. And so I wanted to put it all in one thing. So the first one I'll be talking about is the hardcover book from Artifact Uprising. So the hardcover I decided to go for was the 8.25 by 11. It's kind of like your standard, I guess you could say like magazine or paper size book. And I went with the hardcover book. And just to simply go through it, it's so simple with the software that's used inside of the website. You simply start by choosing the size of the book you want. Then you choose the color of your cover, the type of jacket, whether you want a full one. In this, we got a partial one, so it covers just partially of the cover. And the page number, which determines the overall price. The hardcovers start at $69 and kind of go up from there, but I would encourage just start small and then kind of add pages as you need them. And so we found that we did need a little bit more than I think the 50 page, and that's front, back, both sides. And so that kind of like gave us a lot of options to do it, but we did add a little bit of pages and kind of got a little creative with it. And once you choose those initial things, you go right into adding your photos. And I think the best practice for adding photos onto creating your book is to kind of have the ones you want already like foldered out, and if that makes sense, you can. Yeah. It also helps if you wanted to just auto upload them all, but if you wanted to take the time, there was like a night we sat down and went through, like we voted on our favorites of our favorites in those shoots. Yeah. And so yeah, I just put it in, and with the ability to use text, we kind of just moved things around and came up with like the idea of 3. So all these photos that we put in this book were taken in the 3 years of us being married, or kind of, I guess you could say, knowing each other, because engagement is before the marriage. But whatever. What do you think?
Yeah, I think what's really great about the website is just how user-friendly it is. You don't have to be a design pro. They have some amazing templates for you to choose from. And like Omar said, you just drag and drop. So I don't know if you want to show any of them, but you could kind of choose how many go on a page, the layout of them on the page, and you can get really creative with it, or you can leave it kind of as they do it and you just drop them in. So really for any skill level, it's easy to do.
So the book took about 2 weeks to come in, and when it came in, I was just so blown away at the quality of it. Like the pictures on the website kind of show how awesome it is, and I think the Artifact Uprising does an incredible job of branding themselves kind of that way, the very like chic, but quality kind of product line. And that goes for all things that they sell, whether that's their wall art or their soft cover books. It's just all good quality. Yeah. So when we open the package, it comes in like a sleeve, a plastic sleeve, and when you take it out, there's just like such a big aha moment. But what I love about it is, number one, how it looks on the coffee table. That was the number one goal, was just letting it stay on the coffee table in our living room, and the coolest thing about it is now it's a talking point. So when people come over, it's the one that lays on top of our other magazines, and then they flip through it. Oh, this is so cool! We've been able to just talk about our relationship because our book is just chilling on our coffee table, and it does blend in with all those professional ones that we've bought in from like Barnes and Nobles and stuff like that.
Totally. And I think some, and just our personal preference, this definitely goes with our aesthetic. Some are very bulky and the pages are thick. I love that this is a book, from the cover to the pages to the layout. It's just so visually appealing to us. And so, yeah, it is the perfect addition to your coffee table.
So all in all, I would definitely say the hardcover books from Artifact Uprising are 2 thumbs up. And sure. I would suggest you go ahead and, try them out. You can make it and not even order it, but just to see how it looks visually on their website can definitely give you like an idea of if this is like the route you want to go.
For sure. So we had gotten one for ourselves. We were so impressed by it. And then we took a family trip to Disneyland. It was awesome. It was with, Omar's siblings, his parents, our in-laws. It was just wonderful. And Omar took photos the whole time and we're like, how can we give this to them in the best way? And we immediately thought of Artifact Uprising. And so we actually got this softcover book for them as like a memento. Omar's sister and our niece share the same birthday. So it's kind of like their birthday magazine. And we were just so impressed by the magazine quality of this. Obviously it bends a little bit easier, it flows a little bit more, but just really beautiful work.
What's really cool about the softcover book is definitely just like it has that matte visco cam look, and the pages too. You can even choose the type of pages you want, but they do a good job at printing the pages. And for these, I kind of just, versus the one I made, I didn't go like too creative. I just like 1 picture per page, and okay, there's 2 pictures in that one, so I just lied to you. But, very simple, and like kind of used up all the pages, and it's pretty thick. And I think this one came out to around $70. And just thinking about that gift, and I actually stole the idea from the website. You can see the little girl, and it says, you could tell she's at Disneyland with her. I literally took the picture, intentions to make the cover. But no, like I would suggest this to be one of the best gifts you can give people.
For sure.
If you are taking photos, or I think if you're gonna take photos, but it was before we went to Disneyland, I knew we wanted to do this for them. So that's why I brought my camera, and I already had intentions of taking pictures throughout the day. And, we even started in the morning, at the rental house that we had, and Perry's just like excited. And then I don't know, it's just a cool thing to be able to look back on a special moment where this is like a season that we made, and I would say this was like a moment that we shared. And you can probably obviously guess and see for yourself that the softcover starts at smaller or lower price points, and it starts at $15. So you don't even have to go to the extent of this, and like this is the 8.25 by 11. They also have like a square version. They have like the short and long version. So there's so many ways you can go about it, and the creative aspect to it is pretty streamlined, but it's also wide open because of the text, being able to just put simple text in places. And when we did our hardcover book, we put the text of the photographer who took these photos. So it's like photos by, Andrew C. James or Chelsea Robbins Photography. And so, you can use the text for however way you want. You can put dates or whatever, and it's just pretty sweet, just the softcover and hardcover book in the way you make them inside the website.
True. And I think what we've loved, obviously we were so excited to get this back because we loved putting it together. We loved like reliving the day. But then seeing Perry look through it, you thought that she like got published. She was, felt like she was looking at a book, but then she was in the book, and then she's telling us like, Minnie Mouse? This one we met Minnie Mouse? It was just the sweetest thing, and that's what pictures do. And so I think sometimes we can take these killer photos, but then they just stay on a camera, or they stay on a laptop, and to put them in a book, and it's like you get to relive the memories over and over again, and who doesn't want that?
And so my final thoughts for these Artifact Uprising photo books are, it's just, I'm just blown away. These will definitely not be the last time I use them. And my friend actually hit me up about a couple weeks ago. He's actually getting married next week, and he told me, hey, I remember that book on your coffee table. Where did you make it? I told him artifactuprising.com. And so him and his fiance put together a book for their wedding as their guest book. So when people come, they'll sign and put their address and stuff. And he put the pictures from the engagement session we shot together in the mountains and also in downtown Las Vegas. And it just like, it really just speaks volumes. Like he moved away 6 months ago, and he remembered the book that was on my coffee table. And so, you know, they definitely don't disappoint. And I know they take pride in not disappointing. Their page, there's a page on the website that even says if you're not wholeheartedly happy with the product, then contact them and they'll work something out. And so there is no losing with using Artifact Uprising. And just to preface, and I didn't preface, this is post-face, I guess you could say. They didn't tell us to make these videos. I found Artifact Uprising because they have sweet Facebook ads, and they targeted me, the guy who likes photos, and I ended up, you know, making a book, and it just came out amazing. And so I'll definitely be doing these as the years to come, and the more photo shoots we do, and also just offering them to clients.
Totally.
Not necessarily something I would sell them, but hey, this is a great platform for you to put together a photo book, and if you need help, let me know, because it's super easy. And so yeah, artifactuprising.com is awesome. If you need ideas on what you can do, you know, like they have a page on their website that says 10 ideas to use our books. And, you know, they have like traveling, you know, one with like, it just says New York City, and that was like a trip of someone's, you know, to New York City. And how many times do we travel, take all these pictures,
and then don't do anything.
And then don't do anything. And so if you have pictures lying around somewhere in your computer, or you know that your baby's a year old now and you have this collection of photos, you can do so many things. But all the links are in the description below, and so make sure to check those out. And I just want to thank you for checking out this video. I do have a question though. Typically, what do you do with your photos? You know, if you get a photo shoot done, or you have a family portrait session, or you got married, I want to know, what do you typically do? You print them on canvases? Do you have them hung up somewhere in your house, or have you completely forgot about it and now you're thinking about probably getting a book? So let us know in the comment section below. And once again, thank you for checking out this video. We'll be posting every Tuesday, so make sure to subscribe. And if you found any value, make sure to hit that like button. And we'll see you next week talking about more things photography. Rebel just ran away, so you probably heard him. And babe, thanks for being on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And it's not even a show. What the heck? She's my wife, and okay.